So are you thinking about making a move to Phoenix, Arizona, or how would you like to live in North Scottsdale, which is where we are today? Well, stick around, because in this video, I'm going to take you around and show you some of the sites and communities around this area that we are in North Scottsdale. Talk to you a little bit about this neighborhood center that we're in. Happens to be one of my favorites. And I've chosen this area because of the relationship to the 101 freeway. It's our freeway that services the outer loop. And I've picked out 3 master plan communities that are close to the freeway. It's not all of North Scottsdale. Scottsdale is a very long city, almost nearly 35-40 miles in length. And so what I've done is I've broken this tour up in 3 sections. I've done the South Scottsdale, or Old Town, Central Scottsdale, and now our focus today will be up here in North Scottsdale. So going to show you around the center here a little bit and show you what some of the shops and eateries are here. And then I'm going to take you out and show you some of these various communities. So grab a chair, relax, and we'll get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of Phoenix and or the surrounding areas such as Scottsdale, then please subscribe below. Be sure to tap that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about the current market in and around the Phoenix metro area. Hey, my name is Rick, and the team and I, we get calls, text messages, and emails every day from people just like you looking to move to Phoenix, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or a year from now, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Phoenix and the surrounding area. All right, so we're up here in an area called Market Street here at DC Ranch. And this happens to be one of my favorite little neighborhood community shopping areas. It's very well done. It kind of has that old rustic, old world charm, which is really interesting. But you can see here, they've got like a little center here in the middle, almost like a little mini town square. Places you can sit down over here. They've got a waterfall. They got more seating behind us here. It's extremely well landscaped with some of our most popular trees. Go ahead and point some of these out here. This is actually our mesquite tree. It's a very, very excellent tree for the desert scape. We also have, right here is our Palo Verde tree. This happens to be our state tree, believe it or not. It's a very popular tree. Doesn't do well in the wind, however. You get these big windstorms that come through here, and sadly these branches break off. But other than that, it's a beautiful tree. We also have a tree right over here that's called our ironwood tree, very hardy tree. Those are probably 3 of our more popular trees for landscaping in this area, but they've really planted a lot of these trees in this area. But you've got all sorts of retail over here. But look at the architecture on the buildings, and that's really what I like. It's got that old world stone on it. It's just really a neat place to come up to. Over here, they've got a place called Grimaldi's, which is a wonderful pizza place. It's one of our favorite pizza areas to eat. But they've got, here's a cigar bar right over here, if you like cigars. They've got some retail offices down here. They have a real estate company. They've got a title company here. Actually, one of the home builders has their office up here as well. They've got several banks in this little area. They've got some retail shops here. You can see over here, there's fine art over there. You've got a little boutique over here. There's a men's store over in this direction. But they've got some of our favorite little restaurants up in this area that we would frequent quite often, which is kind of nice. Go show you around. But just look at the streets. And what else is really neat, all these trees are wrapped with lights year round. So these come on at night, and this whole place really lights up. You can see they have lighting that goes over across the street here. So all the way down, that's all lit up at night. It's really pretty in the evening. There is see if I can't show you this up here. There's an old metal looking bridge that you drive through when you come in from this direction. And at night, it's real pretty because it's all lit up. But you've got a men's shop over here. You've got a gallery over here. If you like Mexican food, this happens to be one of our favorite places here called Jalapenos, crate chips and salsa. but I'm a burrito guy and they got really good burritos. Right next to it here is called Liberty Station. If you like barbecue, got great barbecue sandwiches. I like their pulled pork, which is great. But here's a neat place right here. It's called the Living Room and Wine Bar Cafe. Matter of fact, my wife and I came here last night for dinner. And I'll see if I can't show you here. They got tables outside. They've got couches and outdoor chairs that you can sit on, and the weather's really nice. You can just sit out there, have dinner, have a drink, whatever you want to do. We were here, like I said, we were here last night and sat outside. It was wonderful. But across the way over here, you've got a bike shop there if you need to service any of your bikes. You got major grocery store right here, conveniently located. You got dog grooming down there. You've got an animal hospital down here, a dental office, a dry cleaners. So this center really has so much to offer. So, you know, if you need something quick or you got to run to the grocery store, you can hop in, and you live up in this area, it's a 2 or 3 minute drive, and here's that, I want to show you this bridge that you drive through. It's kind of cool. It's that metal bridge right there, but it's lit up at night, and so when you drive through it, it's really neat looking. But this is the Market Street at DC Ranch. Like I said, a very popular place. People hang out here. I mean, it's mid-afternoon and there's a lot of people here, and this place goes crazy in the wintertime. You can kind of see how it looks down the street here. But so with that being said, I'm going to take you out and show you our first community, and we'll get after it right now. All right, so we're coming up at our first stop. We are in the master plan development of Grayhawk, one of the most popular master plans in all of North Scottsdale, real close to the freeway. But the home I want to show you right here is this home right behind me. It's listed at $899,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's 1,815 square feet. Puts it right about $495 a foot. It's a little bit on the lower priced homes for Grayhawk. Price-wise, most of them will be a little bit higher price than where we are in this one, but it's got a great location. It's got upgraded countertops, stainless steel appliances, nice cabinetry, tiled flooring. It's got a nice pool in the backyard, and it opens up to a greenbelt area behind the house that I'll show you here in just a minute. So you got view fencing in the back. It happens to be next to one of the most popular greenbelt areas, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But what's really nice about Grayhawk, if you look behind me here down the street, everything is very clean. They really maintain it well. They keep it looking nice all the time. This was our home here for 23 years in this development, raised our 5 kids here, absolutely loved it. We love to get out and walk and get on the hiking paths that they have here. But Grayhawk is down a little bit lower than what you're going to see in a couple of the other developments I'm going to show you in a little bit. But like this walking path here, these are all throughout Grayhawk. Like I said, it's more flat walking, which a lot of people like, extremely well maintained. They maintain the natural open space area here of the desert, really keep it pristine. It's constantly being cleaned up, and the trees are all trimmed throughout the years by the landscaping company, so they take a lot of pride. One of the nice things about Grayhawk and working with the city of Scottsdale, matter of fact, we did a development in here ourselves, is they're very particular and very stringent on their guidelines, both architecturally and just to preserve the natural desert scape. But you'll see all the vegetation here is nicely done. I mean, it has to be well maintained. One of the most popular things is here is our greenbelt area right here. It's one of the largest areas in Grayhawk for the greenbelt, and there's another area just right up the road here a little bit, and I'll show you. But we loved it here. Kids loved it here. We get out and would hike this every day, or walk it every day, I should say. But this greenbelt area here, it runs all the way the length on one end of the side of Grayhawk. You turn around, it runs all the way down this side, all the way down. So it's really well maintained. People bring their dogs out here. People come out here in the mornings. They'll sit out here on the benches that they have scattered throughout Grayhawk. They do a great job with their tot lots, little playground areas for the kids. They have them scattered all throughout all of Grayhawk, which is nice. So you can just push a stroller or walk your kids down there. We used to take our kids down there and play. grandkids would take down there and they would love it and just had so much fun. But Grayhawk is a great development because you have 2 championship golf courses that are open to the public, which is nice. A lot of these places up here, they're private courses and they're difficult to get on, but Grayhawk is public. As a matter of fact, when Phil Mickelson was living here in town, it was his home course, so he used to play it all the time. But it's got major shopping right here behind me as far as a grocery store on the corner. I should say neighboring center here like I showed you in the beginning. Major grocery store, restaurants. They've got some boutique shops in there as well, so you don't have to drive all the way downtown. You can stay, if you want to stay up in this general area of North Scottsdale, you can. Let me show you a little bit over here. They have one of the highly rated Grayhawk Elementary School, which is just right around the corner here. As a matter of fact, if you click the link below on niche.com, where you can actually go on that site and you can plug in the various schools and stuff around town, and you can see all the ratings of the schools. So I would definitely take advantage of that if you want to learn more about our schools throughout. But Scottsdale is known for their schools. But you can see here's another walking area down through here that you can take in. This is the home that I just showed you. You can see behind it. What happens is with these, excuse me, my allergies are kind of acting up a little bit today. When a home backs up to an open space or there's not somebody directly behind you, you know, they want you to put in this view fencing, and it just opens up your yard. So if you come out of your patio to your backyard and the fencing is open, because all of our houses here have fencing around. I know it's a little different than the Midwest or back east, but we'll put up those view fences there, and it really enlarges or gives you the appearance of an enlarged backyard, which is kind of nice. But it also opens up to this back area here. This another walking trail down through here. You've got more walking trails down through here. So Grayhawk really does cater to different budgets, whether you're single professional, families, young marrieds, retirees. It caters to all lifestyles here. And another nice thing about Grayhawk I wanted to bring to your attention is they have security roving patrol. So it'll patrol the neighborhood 24/7. So it's not uncommon to see the vehicles out throughout the day and night. So they're here to protect the community, which is great. But Grayhawk is divided into 2 areas. You have this side, which is the park side. Across the way is the retreat side. This is the non-gated side, with the exception of one of the communities which is gated on this side. Everything else across the street is all gated, more expensive homes along the golf course. But it kind of gives you 2 different areas that you'd like to be in, depending on what your budget is. But Grayhawk has so much to offer in this area. One of the nice things too also is it has a major hospital just right up the street. So hopefully you won't have to use it, but if you do, it's only just a few minutes away for emergencies or anything like that. It's also home to Discount Tire, if you're familiar with that company. I know they've got stores throughout the country in several states, but it's headquartered right here in Grayhawk, and they also have a service center in the neighborhood as well. So lots of shopping. I mentioned the one over here right at the corner. They also have another one right up the street. Caters to, they got restaurants and banks and Chipotle's in there, and they've got pizza and UPS store. So there's a lot of little neighborhood centers nearby for your needs, whatever it might be. But so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you around, show you a little bit about the neighborhood, show you some of the tot lots that I talked about, and then we'll head to our next stop. All right, so here we are at our second stop. We're up in the DC Ranch Master Plan community, a very nice community that's been built since the mid-90s. So I'm going to show you this particular home right here. This home is priced at $1,173,000. It's 2,500 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's priced about $469 a foot, but it's been completely updated on the inside. Kitchen's been thoroughly updated with cabinets, countertops, all new flooring, Bathrooms have both been updated. Ooh, let me show you something right here. You don't get this little guy right here. That's our Road Runner. Those suckers are so cool. Anyways, this little guy, they're fast and they can move. Here, come on, here you go. Anyways, sorry about that. Oh, it's just kind of fun when you see them. I think, I love our desert animals, they're awesome. But anyways, this house has been completely updated and been redone, but one of the things I want to show you as we get a little bit closer to the mountain, there it is behind us up there, that's the Mcdowell Sonoran Preserve that I've talked about. This particular home is in a cul-de-sac, which is really nice. But this is a very charming community, and it probably won't show in the video as much, but it's got amazing desert scape and foliage throughout. It's very pristine, it's very clean, it's very quiet, feels very private. It's right here behind the community center here. It's a very nice community center there. It has a pool, has a spa, has a big area outside. As a matter of fact, we had our son's high school graduation here 3 years ago and had a great time, plenty of room, and they really treated us well with that. But there's a pickleball court right over here. People playing pickleball, if you can see that. Over this direction here, they've got tennis courts. So I've mentioned before how we're known for our golf. I mean, golf is it's a mega sport here in the valley, and especially here in Scottsdale, but also lots of tennis courts around. So if golf isn't your sport and you like tennis, that's okay too. But I'm gonna just take you down and show you a little bit of more of these hiking trails that are just scattered throughout DC Ranch. They go you can just take off and go hiking, and they've even taken the concrete, made them wider, and even blended it more in with the color of the terrain, which is kind of nice. So lots of opportunity here. It does have a golf course, however it is private, so it does require an equity membership if you want to play golf. They do have a nice clubhouse, pool. They got a whole great facility up there next to the golf course, and they've got various social memberships that you can be a part of here at DC Ranch. DC Ranch is a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more private, but they have so much to offer. Across the street over here is a main thoroughfare called Thompson Peak, and on the other side are higher end custom homes here at DC Ranch. So you have this side, which these homes are a little bit smaller, not nearly as high prices across the street, although $1 million plus is expensive. But they have several of these little communities lined up here. These are all gated, which is nice. So you got to access it with a code to get in. But very, 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 very appealing neighborhood. If you like this type of lifestyle, very quiet. And but anyway, so with that being said, I'm going to take you over and show you our next community, and we'll go do that right now. So we're here at our last stop. We're at the Mcdowell Mountain Ranch Master Plan Development. I want to point out this home right here. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's 2,360 square feet. It's currently listed for $1,275,000. Actually, I think they just had a price reduction of about $50,000. But at that price, it puts it about $540 a square foot, or a little bit less with the price adjustment. And this house has been completely redone. Obviously, an investor probably came in here, put in a new roof, completely redid all the inside, all new kitchen cabinets, countertops, stainless steel appliances, really upgraded to the nines, and they're trying to get this house sold. But what's really interesting, it happens to be here on a cul-de-sac lot right here. And I'll show you another nice thing, and this is what makes Mcdowell Mountain Ranch so unique and different. You've heard me talk about the Mcdowell Sonoran Preserve. If you look behind me here, you can see, you got mountain views going up this direction when you're driving out. You head down the hill this direction, you got more mountain views there and city lights. So you're closer to the mountain preserve, which is really nice, and it gives you just so much beauty around you. It's a very well laid out and very thought out master plan community. They've done a nice job developing it. It has it's got a City of Scottsdale park inside, which has, it's mainly an aquatic center. So it's got lap pools, diving boards, it's got a playground area for the kids, it's got water slides, it's got a lazy river. that you can go around. So you're able, it's open to the general public, so anybody can use it. Inside the master plan community here, they do have a community center and things like that, and they have tennis courts. You can play pickleball, and they've got heated swimming pool and spa. Plus, they've got a nice room that you can rent out and use if you want to go out and read or hang out with friends and play cards or whatever it is you want to do. And another nice thing too is they've got all these walking trails. You heard me talk about it when you get up here in the North Scottsdale, because you're getting closer to the mountains. These master plan communities are very well designed through the city of Scottsdale, and they take into consideration the layout, how to utilize the natural area open space, which that was a law that was enacted several years ago to really help preserve the desert scape, because that's what we pride ourselves on here, is how do we maintain and utilize the beauty of our desert. Well, I wanted to show you here at the end of this cul-de-sac. Here you can see some of the walking trails that they have here, and you can literally go hike for an hour or two up through here. It's all concrete, all paved, all walkways all the way up through here. Turn around this direction, you got the same thing going down there. And like I said, the terrain, you're more uphill, and you eventually got to go downhill, or vice versa. So it's a little bit more of a challenge, but it's just a neat place to call home if you like this type of lifestyle. The first place I showed you was more on the flatlands, Grayhawk, more greenbelt areas. You don't see the greenbelts up here because it's not allowed up in Mcdowell Mountain Ranch. Everything is all natural desertscape in the front yards, as well as the walking trails and things that I just showed you here. But I believe that right now, with the correction of the market taking place, that every seller has a story. And I know we talk about price per square foot on homes, but I think it even goes bigger than that, because you don't know the motivation behind why someone's selling. This particular home I just showed you is probably an investor. I'm sure there's probably some adjustment on price that you can get to. But what's great about our team is we understand the market. We understand what's taking place. We'll go in and we'll negotiate for you. We'll help you get the best price and really get to the bottom of it. We kind of peek behind the curtain and say, all right, what's their real motivation for selling? Are they going through some personal issues, maybe a divorce, maybe financial challenges? Are they moving out of state? So what behind it is their motivation that'll really help determine ultimately what is the bottom price that we can get for you. So our team is well versed at that. We can definitely help you do that. So, be sure and reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. I mean, we're here for you. We're here to help you. We have an amazing mortgage company that we work with that has years and years of experience. They're very creative in their financing. So whatever it is that we can do to help you, that's what we're here for. So be sure and let us know. And with that being said, hopefully they'll get this house sold to somebody. And I'm going to go take you and show you one more spot. All right, so here we are at our final destination. It's kind of our bonus stop right here. And I wanted to point out some things to you regarding the Mcdowell Sonoran Preserve that I keep talking about. Here's one of my favorite hiking areas, which is called the Gateway Trailhead. And I just wanted to kind of show you around a little bit and just see, and we have these all over the valley, but they're very well done. They've got maps over there, so you can grab a map and take it with you. They've got a 3D area of the places you can hike and the different routes that you can take. Over here, kind of give you a whole view of the different trails that you have, but you could literally hike for 3 or 4 hours or more. I just talked to somebody that just came off the mountain. She'd been hiking for about 2.5 hours. So it's a little quiet right now this time of day because we're early afternoon, but you just have to, this is 30 acres, 30,000 acres of just a mega playground. but you have to be careful. You know, the most important thing here is make sure you stay hydrated, bring plenty of water. I would recommend, you know, you bring a nice pair of shoes, either hiking shoes. A lot of people use tennis shoes, but people, you'll see them running up and down the hillside here, the mountains. They'll mountain bike, they'll hike, they'll bring their dogs up here, their kids up here. I mean, my wife and I have enjoyed hiking up here. I bring my kids up here and we go hiking together. And it's really a lot of fun. But it's a neat area. Like I said, they got bathrooms right here that you can take advantage of. So the parking lot is paved, but here's a little metal kind of walking trail that takes you over the top. But kind of wanted to show you some of the views from up here. By the way, I don't know how familiar you are with our desert, but this is our known saguaro cactus that we're famous for. And what's really interesting about these cactus is if they don't have arms that come out the side, they've got just like what they call a spear, which is just the main shoot. These arms don't start growing in the natural habitat for about 75 years. They can live up to a couple hundred years. So you can look at this one right here and just imagine the age of this particular saguaro, but they're protected here. People love our saguaros. Plant them in your yards if you want. You can do that. Nurseries will grow them. But here's what I wanted to show you. Obviously you can see the mountain views up here. Get a flavor for that, but you turn around and look at this. It's a beautiful day here. Weather's starting to turn in the fall. It's just great. But you can see all of those mountain ranges down there, they all have hiking areas that you can go take advantage of. Maybe you've heard of our famed Camelback Mountain, which is right over here. It looks like a camel on its knees. Very popular place to live. Some mega homes up on that hillside on that mountain. But they've got obviously the dirt trails up here. There's more loose rock, you know, hiking up in this general area, so you got to be careful of that. I kind of like it because it makes me pay attention so I don't trip and fall. But you can hike all up through the valley up here, all over the ridge lines. They can go, you can go for, like I said, you can go for hours, but it's really just, it's a lot of fun. It's a great area to just come and play, and it's close by to the locations I just showed you. I just showed you Mcdowell Mountain Ranch and DC Ranch, and Grayhawk is right up the street. All you can get here from any of those communities within 4 or 5 minutes, 7, 8 minutes max. So it's just a short drive, or if you live next door at Mcdowell Mountain Ranch, you can literally walk over here. But I wanted to kind of show a little bit about what's so popular here with our hiking areas, because this is our mountain ranges. It's all desert. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. There again, there's a lot of things coming out, and we're doing a lot of neighborhood videos and things like that. So be sure to subscribe below and tap that bell for notification, just so you'll be the first to know and learn about what's going on in our market. But you know, until next time, we hope to show you around town.